Hello and welcome to this short video on distributing HLS using Red5Pro and AWS CloudFront. So before I begin, let's try to understand the problem in short. So we have Red5Pro generating a HLS stream for each ingest that it receives, and the problem is of distributing this to n number of clients. Now, the first normal solution would be to go for clustering, and that would seem quite logical, but an even better solution would be to go for something like AWS CloudFront, because that is what it is designed to do. It is designed to distribute your media content, live or recorded content at scale across AWS global infrastructure, using its edge locations where it caches the data for better performance. So it will be able to deliver the stream at lower latency, and the load will not be so much on your server as much as it will be handled by the CloudFront. So without a delay, let's jump into the actual workflow of it and let's see how it is done. So here we are in my AWS console, and I have already set up a Red5Pro instance. You can download a trial and you can set it up yourself. And this is the public IP address for it. So let's go in here and let's verify that the server is actually running. Notice it's saying not secure because by default it's looking for HTTPS, but I'm going to show it on HTTP. So here we have Red5Pro running. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is we need a DNS. Okay, we can use the AWS DNS as well, but I'm going to create one here. So I'll go to my own blog domain and I'll create a type A record, and I'm going to write here CloudFront Red5. Okay, so this will be my domain. This is the IP address. Let's save. So this is the domain that was created. Let's go here. Let's type this. Cool. So the first step is over. We needed a DNS and we have the DNS now. So next, let us set up a HLS stream and verify that the server is actually running properly and with that we don't have any issues. So here I have my OBS setup. This is my second desktop screen. In OBS you go to settings, you go to stream. So here you can see I have put the address as rtmp // and the host name, the A record that we created, :1935, the port for rtmp, and the application name live, and here we have the stream name defined as demo. So let's do OK. Let's press the button start streaming. So stream has started. Let's go to subscribe, and here you can see that the stream is listed. Okay, now when I click on this stream, you can see the playback is happening. The thing is here, if I change this to the domain name that we created, I would expect to see the same result. Right? So here we are. Again, I'm going to go to subscribe, and again here we have the stream. Yeah, so here we have the stream, and now we are playing it back through the domain name. Okay, next we will create a CloudFront distribution, and we will pull the same stream to the CloudFront instead of pulling it directly through this domain. So here I am in the CloudFront dashboard screen, and here let me click on create a CloudFront distribution. Here the first field, it will ask for the origin name. Let's give it the same name that we created without this. So this is going to be our domain name, will be the origin name. And if you have SSL installed, if you're using WebRTC, then you can use HTTPS. Okay, in my case I don't have it right now, so I'm going to use HTTP only, and the port will be 5080. So these things are not required here. Origin path is optional, but I'm going to use it here and I'll show you why. So I'm going to say /live, because I'm only concerned with what is happening inside the live application or live path. Okay, I'm not concerned about the rest of the server. And the name of the origin is taken from the first field that we defined earlier. Moving down, if you see, we have a variety of settings here that we do not need to change. Again, we have the same thing, HTTP, HTTPS. We don't need to change that for now. Here you can create a cache policy. Okay, let's call this my cache. Okay, my cache. Okay, let's give TTL as 0. Which headers to include? Now I'm not gonna put it right now, we'll discuss this in the end, how you can actually control the cache with headers. So let's just click on create, right, and let's close this window now. Go back to the first form and click on refresh, and here you should be able to load my cache. So my cache is ready. Let's go down. Response headers, nothing to change here, nothing to change here. We do not want application firewall at this moment. Yeah, so we are done here. Now let's click on create distribution. Now here you can see there's a distribution domain name assigned, and here we have a status as deploying. Now this may take around 15, 20, 25 minutes to deploy. Only after it has completely deployed will you be able to use it. So let's wait and let's get back when it's ready. Okay, here we are, and our CloudFront distribution has been deployed already. Here you can see. One thing I want you to know, by default CloudFront caches error responses for your 400 or 500 range error messages, and it caches them for about 5 minutes. Okay, if you don't want that, of course we don't want that, so we go to error pages and we can create a custom error response right now. The other option is to add cache headers that you can do through your the Red5Pro server, or you can do it in other ways that are mentioned in AWS documentation. So for this simplicity's sake, I'm going to use a custom error response here. So I'm going to create a custom error response. So error code will be, let us say, 404 not found, and here I'm going to make this something like 2 seconds. Okay, it's good enough. 2 to 3 seconds is good enough. Okay, now here let's create this custom response. Let's go back. So here you will notice now that I've created the custom error page, once again this is deploying. Okay, let's go to origin. Let's check. Yeah, origin is correct. Everything is fine here. So now let's just wait for this to deploy, and once this is done, they can go and test out publish and playback. Okay, so finally this has deployed. Now let's try to test the entire system. So here I have my OBS publishing, and here this is the HLS format for playback, HTTPS or whatever, HTTPS server URL, application name, and then stream name .m3u8. Now because we created our CloudFront distribution with the path property set to /live, I can exclude that. So let me open VLC media player. Let me go to media, open network streams. Here I'm going to put in the CloudFront URL. Then I'm going to put demo.m3u8. Let's play this. So there you go. So this is right now playing through the CloudFront edge location. Okay, and that is how you do it. Now this /live path is an optional thing. You can take the root as the server, or you can take the root as the application. It's up to you. So now again I'll go back here. I'm going to stop this stream, close it, and I'm going to terminate this distribution, CloudFront distribution, just to show you how it is done. So we're going back to distributions. I'm going to select this, and note that I cannot delete it right now. I have to first disable it. Okay, and the disabling itself takes a few minutes, and you can see here deploying. So once it is disabled, then you can delete it. That's all from me. Thank you very much.